Just when you thought Fox couldn't get any dumber, here we go with John Stossel. Let's watch.
I want to get to the footage that we saw. You dressed as a homeless guy. How did it go?
I had heard that some people beg for a living and can make big bucks, $80,000 a year in some cases. I made at a rate of about $24,000 tax-free. I just did it for a couple hours. But with one sign that said, help, I really need help, and one sign that said, I'll be honest with you, I just want a beer, I collected the same rate. People just automatically give, and you shouldn't give to these street people. You're really supporting alcoholism and drug problems.
So you say you shouldn't give to street people at all?
There are all these charities that try to help them and get them off the dome.
I like that it said some entitlement on the bar.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that the people who are in such bad shape that they're begging on the streets are the ones that feel entitled. No, they're literally begging you for money. They don't feel entitled at all. You douchebag sitting in your comfortable studio, and I love how he went out there for a couple of hours. Like, God forbid you should do it for a whole day or anything like that. There's real homeless people out there. He goes out there and he does it for a little period of time, and then he goes, hey, multiply this, and I would have made $24,000. But wait a minute, how does that prove your point that you shouldn't give it to him? Like, so what, that's too much, and hence, and by the way, he's like, some people calculated it at 80,000, my experiment was 24,000, but I'll mention the 80,000 number anyway, because it makes it sound more outrageous. And, so that goes to show you that since they actually get money sometimes, you shouldn't give it to them. How does it show me that at all? It shows that they begged and they got a little bit of money. That's exactly what I expected. Now, I prefer to give to charities that help homeless people. I'm not naive. I remember when I was in college and some kid found out for the first time that homeless guys sometimes spend the money on drugs or alcohol. No! Really? I didn't see that coming. Yeah, of course, I know that, and sometimes I think, well, the guy's going to get a beer, but sometimes you need a beer. Here's $1, right? And so there's a better way of doing it. Funny enough, at the very end there, I agree with Stossel that you should give it through a charity, because they can say, here's a cot you can stay on, here's how we can help you get a job. I think that's more productive. But if every once in a while you see a guy and you feel bad for him, it's okay to be a human being and give the guy some money. He doesn't feel entitled to it. Stossel feels entitled to all the money. Don't ever give it to them. When we could be giving it away in tax cuts for millionaires, what are you doing giving money to the poor instead? By the way, I'm sure that's the real Christian thing to do. I'm sure Jesus would be so proud of Fox News Channel. Like, giving money to the poor, that's for suckers. What was that? Ezekiel 21:12? Or was it Matthew? Where did Jesus say, whatever you do, don't ever help the poor?